Hey everyone, Wil Fleming from 1 Kilo Weightlifting. One exercise has been called the king of all exercises for master strength coaches. These exercises can be used to burn fat, build muscle, improve your technique at weightlifting, almost anything you set your mind to. And I'm gonna tell you all about the king of exercises coming up next. Hey all, glad you're here. If this is your first, 5th, 10th, 20th time here, please like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you know the next time I have a video coming out. So in the intro, I use the title King of All Exercises. That's gotta be something good, and I am talking about one of my favorite things today, complexes. Now, if I can take you back in history a little bit, 25 years to the first time I seriously walked into a gym at the Hoosier Weightlifting Club. Nearly every single day when we would warm up, we would do something called complex. And it was big, bad, and the scariest thing. I couldn't stand it. What we were doing was something called the Javorek complex. And you can see on screen right now, this is me doing the Javorek complex. This is an old YouTube video. And funny enough, on a side note, Istvan Javorek is the first comment on this, and he absolutely roasts me for my form. So this is a tough one, and I would dread doing complex every day as part of our warm-up because it was so difficult. Now since then, I've learned that complexes can be used for almost any purpose. This one was a warm-up complex, a little bit technical, but mostly to get the body warm. But you can use a complex to burn fat, lose weight, you could do it to build muscle, or improve technique in the Olympic lifts. In my coaching, I have complexes or their cousins, combos, in the training of my athletes almost every single day. We are always doing some sort of complex or combination lift. And these are so important. So today I'm gonna show you my very favorite complexes to build strength. And that is coming up right after I give you guys a brief explanation of some terms we're going to use today so that we can get on the same page. Okay, so we say complex, but when you read stuff about complexes, some people are going to use the word complex, some people are going to use the word combo. What are these? You know, like almost anything, you know, put two exercises together and people are like, oh, it's a complex. Well, in truth, we talk about complexes, combinations, and even hybrids as different things. So what we want to look at is the order in which we do the exercises. So a complex is a series of exercises where one exercise is done to completion before doing the next exercise. So in this example, you see 2 cleans, 2 front squats, and 2 push presses. And they were done, finish the cleans, then do the front squats, then do the push presses. A combination is a different way to do that. In this case, you would do the series of exercises one time through before you do it the second time through. So you can see that is a clean plus a front squat plus a push press, clean, front squat, push press. So instead of doing 2 plus 2 plus 2, we're doing 1 plus 1 plus 1 times 2. And the final class of this group of exercises is a hybrid. And so the best example would be a cluster where you go clean straight into a front squat, into a push press overhead, a clean thruster, if you will. And that's the third variation of these types of things. Today, we're only gonna talk about combinations and complexes, and primarily gonna talk about complexes. One of my favorite complexes is this snatch strength complex you're about to see on camera. What we have is we have the athlete first doing 3 snatch high pulls, and what we want to do is have the athlete get really tall, really vertical, focus on that big, tall, long pull. Next, they're going to move into 3 low hang power snatches, and again, we're going to push, make the knees move back, and then finish with a big, tall pull. Both of these are about big extension, really driving. And then the athlete's going to move into 3 snatch push presses. And our goal here is to just develop some extra strength overhead. And then finally, the athlete's gonna move on to 3 overhead squats just to develop some of that leg strength. So we could have the athlete do this for 3 reps, 4 reps each. 5 reps is really brutal, but athletes can handle it. Looking to go with 50 to 60% of an athlete's 1 repetition snatch maximum, or even more if possible. But great complex to use to build strength in the snatch. You're gonna see athletes really feeling their traps after they do this one as well, after those snatch high pulls, and then those overhead squats and push presses behind the neck. So you'll love this snatch strength complex. One of my favorite complexes to build strength is this clean strength complex right here. So what we start out with is the athlete is gonna do 3 floating clean pulls. So we're gonna be really close to the ground, almost a low hang position, but every time they return, they're gonna get really low as well. And then they're gonna do 3 hang power cleans from above the knee. Again, big tall finish, a lot of explosive energy on these. And then we're gonna go into 3 RDLs, get that posterior chain involved. Now you can imagine this complex could get loaded up pretty heavy, right? And then we're gonna do 3 bent rows. I think that athletes, the big limiter on this one's gonna be the bent row. And if you get a little cheating bent rows in there, which is totally fine, you could have athletes handling 75, 80, 85% of their 1 rep clean max on this, as long as they can power clean it. And if you want to turn it into a full clean complex, that's fine too. I was trying to take it a little bit easy on you, but if you want to turn it into full cleans, man, you could really push the weights really high. Again, you can use reps, 2 reps each, 3 reps each, 4 or even 5 reps each, but I think 3 is a real sweet spot when we're talking about trying to load this thing up. So try this clean strength complex out. I think you're gonna love it. Our final complex is a really good one. This is actually a combo exercise. So this is a clean combo. We're gonna do a power clean into a full clean. Again, that power clean might keep it a little bit lighter, into a full clean, and then we're going into a front squat, and finally into a jerk. So this is a combo, so it's gonna be 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, right? So power clean, clean, front squat, jerk. And really you're gonna see athletes really be able to push the weights on this. The limiter obviously is just gonna be their power clean. So this is gonna be a really awesome complex to push the strength for athletes. And one in particular is gonna help athletes in the Olympic lifts if they're not incredible at finishing their pull. So this will be a really good one to get a big, strong pull out of these. Thank you so much for joining me. I know that if you have made it this far, all the way to the end of this video, you must like it. So like it, subscribe, and please ring that notification bell. Drop a line in the comments if you want to see something on this channel. You know that I've been here, I'm working every week putting up new content, and I wanna hear from you. How can I help you with your Olympic lift? So please drop a comment down below. Please tell me what you wanna see, and I will make it so, if it has to do with weightlifting. Anyways, thank you so much. I will see you next week right here with more from 1 Kilo.